Welcome. You are now tuned in with Eyesonpodium podcast. And no, this is not a 7-minute drill. And yes, Eyesonpodium is like that. No? No?
Nah,
Nah? I
nah.
tried.
Mm-mm.
I tried.
It's okay.
I tried. Like, there's a lot going on in the culture right now. You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going
Oh,
on.
absolutely.
There's a lot going on.
Ab- Absolutely.
How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling it? How y'all feeling?
Yeah.
Feeling good, man.
Feeling good?
Lot to talk about.
All right, we here. Henny, what's up?
Just start the show.
Just start the show.
man. Just start the show.
Let's start the show.
Let's go.
We got the best intro, outro music. Way better than Kendrick Lamar and J.Cole.
Yikes. That's crazy.
I said
Oh, God. Now I got to get ready to make a diss track. Oh, my God. God.
I said
Play
it.
my intro, man.
Like,
Just play
comment,
my intro.
subscribe.
Play it.
Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We here.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. In time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next you don't need 5 rooms. Soundproof, watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go charm my ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low-key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keeping Curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. Yeah. Look, open at the corner for the 3, nobody noticed. Catch me out in traffic, keep it Curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking. Yeah, eyes on podium. Triple doubles in my sleeve, got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak. But I always gotta speak. Going slow is not for me. Ain't nobody holding me. Triple doubles in my sleeve. Got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak. But I always gotta speak. Going slow is not for me. Ain't nobody holding me. Open at the corner for the 3. Nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic. Keep it Kyrie when I'm closing. Yeah. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on her. Yeah. No one should be talking. Yeah.
Julius Randle out for the rest of the season.
My heart.
We got that awful news. I feel like everyone knew it. Every Knicks fan knew where they were at when they got that notification. How you feel about this, Henny?
I had high hopes, that he was coming back. Allegedly he tried to he didn't have to go for surgery, so he was gonna play through it. He then re-aggravated it, and now he out for surgery. So it hurt. He was our second guy. We had close to a perfect team, a great bench, great starting 5, and now we're down our second best player. So our hopes of winning the championship, dwindled down. But anything could happen in the playoffs.
You feel like they had a chance to go all the way? That's how it sound like.
Oh, I absolutely. We play defense, got a good bench, and luck is on us. was on our side. So he had a
Up until then,
that's that's yeah. That's what it takes to win a championship.
Chris.
Luck.
So initially, my first reaction was like, "Damn, it hurt," right?
Mhm.
Which it does. Which I do think it hurts. But at the same time, I think the Knicks will still be all right.
Mm.
And here's why. So Randall does a lot of holding the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like without him, that helps with the ball movement,
Mm-hmm.
right? It helps get other guys open. I feel like they don't settle for less. They don't settle for as many jump shots with him on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He settles for a lot of jump shots.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like having the addition with Obi now, feel like also helps a lot too. And now he can step up even more and have a bigger role on the offensive end,
Mm-hmm.
which I think would suit him with Randall being out because Obi's extremely efficient, plays both sides of the ball. It also helps a lot too that we now got Mitch back, right?
Mhm.
Hartenstein's playing the way he's been
Why you
playing.
why you saying we? You
Relax.
confusing me
I
a
thought
little
you
bit.
didn't hear me.
Okay.
I think it also helps with Precious Achua playing really well off the bench as well. So I feel like the depth will still be there. Also, the emergence of Dante. Dante's been playing pretty well too.
Right.
And Brunson has just been leading the
Tremendous.
way. I just feel like him being able to play at that level
Mm-hmm.
is when the Knicks are at their best. And I feel like when Julius is there, sometimes that level for Brunson goes down just a little tad bit because now there's more mouths to feed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when you just have Brunson being that solidified star now with their grittiness and their grinded out, hard nosed defense, right? I just feel like the defensive end of the floor will win them games. And Brunson being a superstar on the offensive end will also win them games.
Yeah.
So I just feel like their offense will still be extremely efficient with having OG back. What would now having OG through that trade
Yeah.
and having Brunson playing at the level that he's playing at. So I'm interested to see. I feel like it's not going to hurt them offensively as much as we think it is.
Bro, they're guarding Brunson like Dame in Portland. They're
In
selling
Portland,
out
yeah,
their
you
whole
got to say
defense.
that.
Yeah,
You got
in
to say
Portland.
that.
Yeah, they selling out. They're trapping him at half court. Before he reaches half court, he's getting trapped. And he's not shooting from there. Right?
Right.
They're like, all right, let's just get the ball out of his hands. Somebody else has to do this.
Basically,
You can't play like that with Julius Randle on the floor.
right.
Right?
Mhm.
Yes, other players do get better in this part.
Mm-hmm.
I think it hurts that Alec Burks and Boyan isn't really what we thought they was going to be.
Right.
Right.
But
But
Bogey's
can they
coming
play?
on
Wait, real
as
quick.
of
But
late.
can they play like that with OG on the floor? Because we have not seen it.
We
Because
haven't
we haven't
seen it
seen
yet.
it.
We haven't
We
seen
haven't
it. Yeah,
seen
they
it
only
yet.
played they played the Bucks tonight. They played.
That's a big test.
Yeah, that's a test.
And today is the full roster. Obviously, we know Julius is out for the season, so let's not
Yeah.
count him.
Right.
But everyone else is back.
Everyone else is
So,
back.
Yeah.
so this is a real test. So this should be like a playoff game today.
It should
Yeah,
be.
for sure.
This
should
this
be.
is like this is to
For
see
sure.
where they're at.
Yeah. Yep. So like what is the new expectations for the Knicks? What is the new expectations when we all know what's gonna happen. We all know who's not gonna be there.
I feel like, well, yeah. I mean, I honestly want to take it day by day. That's what you're gonna have to do because it's like, I mean, like, yeah, you could if we had a full roster, you could think finals. But now it's like, now we got to see if we could win our first round. It's who we gonna play against. Like before with Julius, OG, and Jalen Brunson, it didn't matter where we landed. Now we might have to think about where we land.
So where do you think? Okay, so when I pull up the Eastern Conference standings, right? Right now, anybody has that up? Where are the Knicks right now? They're fifth.
Yeah, they're fifth. They're under Orlando.
right?
Yeah.
Why is that
Yeah.
not coming up? So I
Buck
guess.
Celtics 1, Bucks 2, Cavs 3, Magic 4, Knicks 5, Pacers 6, Heat 7.
But the Knicks,
They'll play
Magics,
Magic.
and the Knicks are tied in the loss column.
Yeah, what's the head to head?
The Magic got the Knicks
Split.
matchup, and the Knicks has the Cavs matchup.
Right.
I don't
So
know who has the matchup between the Cavs and the Magic. I have no idea.
Well, if they're tied, then it's obviously the Cavs.
So Henny, out of, I mean, they can still get third. It's still
they can still get
possible.
second. They can still get second.
They can still get second.
They can still get second. Like it's not ways out of the way. How
I mean,
many
the
games
Bucks
are they
is on a
behind?
3-game losing streak. The Cavs is on
Mhm.
is 3-7 in the last 10,
Right.
and they on a
Knicks-
West Coast trip right now, which is they dropped 2 games in the last 2. Magic just lost one, but the Knicks just lost one too. So and the Heat.
So
is right
here's the
behind.
thing.
behind.
Here's the thing. Do you really want to get the 2 seed with? Say you get the 2 seed, and say everything else stays the same. Now you have the Heat and the 76ers fighting for the 7 or 8. Is that really where you want to be?
It's a great question.
That's a great question because I don't care about the Heat. You already know how I feel.
Yeah, you're crazy.
You already
You're
know how
crazy.
I feel.
Yo, they play physical during the regular season. Imagine what the refs are gonna call in the playoffs. Absolutely not. Somebody's gonna
Bro,
get
that's
punched
how
in the
we
face.
play.
No call.
Listen,
Yeah, they nixed us the last game. They beat us by playing like the Knicks.
listen.
He said they
Alright,
mixed
so
us.
okay, so you don't want the Heat. You don't want
I
you don't
don't.
want the 76ers.
I want to. I want to play the
I-
76ers, but don't
What?
do that. I'll play the 76ers. I don't want to play the Heat at all. I want to stay far away from the Heat as
So
possible.
you rather okay, so in the playing right now, the Heat versus the 76ers, Bulls and the Hawks. Just real quick. First glance.
Oh.
What do you think the 7
Those
8,
are the
9?
those are the four?
Yeah, those are the
Those
four.
are the four?
So Bulls and the Hawks, who wins that?
I think Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, I think Bulls too.
Yeah.
So who loses out of the 76ers and the Heat?
That's a tough one.
I think the Heat win.
All right, so it was okay. So between Bulls and the 76ers, I'm guessing you got 76ers.
Yeah, 76ers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
76ers.
for sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
so Henny, according to this, right? You said for sure. So you rather play, if not the Heat, it is not the 76ers. You rather play who? If it's 3, 4, 5, and 6, who would you rather play?
3 out of 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, because you want to just be third. You want to be third, right? That's the perfect spot for you, right?
Well, yeah, third. Well, right now it'll be
I think
perfect
fourth place is
because
play
yeah,
Orlando.
yeah,
think
we'll
fourth-
play
I think
Orlando.
fourth- I think being fourth
Or-
is the best.
Yeah,
How? You played Boston in
fine.
the second round.
that's fine.
How? I rather than be third, play the Pacers, get the Pacers out of here because I want that talk. Jalen Brunson want that talk. That Tyler, that who's the best point guard
and then you
over
want to
here?
play. You want to play Giannis.
Yes, in the second round. Easy, I'll do that.
Giannis is the best.
round.
Giannis is the
Giannis
best player on the court.
And
I think
Dame in the
Tatum-
Garden.
What are you talking about?
I think Tatum and Jalen Brunson is like on the same
No,
playing level this year.
nah. They have more players closer to Tatum on the Boston than the Bucks got closer to their best players. The talent difference is big to me. So I think that New York could definitely beat the Bucks. You about to see that tonight. And
I think New York will have the best player playing Boston than we playing Bucks.
but they have more.
Giannis-
They have more good players than we have good players.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, I get that. I
The
get
Bucks
that point.
roster is really not good. Old.
No.
They're old.
Yeah.
Experience wins. I'm not gonna say no. I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm not saying that they. You know what I'm saying? Like They need
It's
walking
it's
sticks.
Kenny the Jet Smith. We gotta have the best player on the court. It's him. It's his fault.
I think third is probably best. Fourth and fifth, I don't want to be there. I'm not trying to see Boston until I have to.
You know I don't believe in Boston. You know
Not
I
until
don't
I have
believe in
to.
Boston.
And the Bucks is the easier walkthrough than the
I
Celtics.
I could agree. I would rather see the way the Bucks are playing. I would rather
Yes.
see the Bucks play first. I would rather see the Bucks first than Boston.
Than Boston. And honestly, is the Bucks really gonna beat the Heat in a 7-game series?
That's a question. Now
That
that's a good
too.
question.
Okay, exactly.
That's a good question.
So we might
So-
get the Heat for rematch, and you
Exact-
know I'm
exact-
here for that,
Same rematch as last year, second round too.
and I'm here for it. I want it.
Absolutely.
I want it.
Absolutely.
I want
And
it.
that will be the same. That will be the same matchup as last year. That was first round too, right? They stunned the Bucks first round. No.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and they could beat the Bucks.
I know.
all right. I'm still expecting the Knicks to finish in the same spot,
With
Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm with Henny. I felt like with Julius Randle, they was getting to the finals. With a healthy Julius
yeah,
Randle,
I really
they was
really
getting to the
believe that.
finals. I believe that.
I really believe that. I don't feel like I wouldn't be surprised if we lost, but I feel like it wouldn't be a surprise if we won.
Yes, I
Like,
wouldn't
we
be
can
surprised
compete.
if
We
made
coulda
it to the
competed.
finals. Yes.
We could have competed.
Yep.
I still think extremely competitive though.
Yeah, but
I
you're not
still
getting to the
think
finals.
Yeah, it's gonna be competitive. It's
You
gonna be a
don't-
little bit harder.
It's gonna be way harder.
It's gonna be harder.
Way
Yeah.
harder because
Yeah.
everybody's gonna have
You
to play
need
out
you
their
need
mind.
20 points. Yeah, you need 20 points. So where's it gonna come from?
I mean, Josh
OG.
Hart, and OG.
Oh,
I didn't even mention Josh Hart. Oh my God.
Oh,
But
Josh Hart's amazing.
it's a difference from making it your own basket. OG could get 20, but he gets 20 sitting in the corner.
Yeah, but
shooting it.
Josh Hart is the key here. Like
And
Josh
right.
Hart replaced Julius'
Julius
skill set. Like it's a different skill set, right? So
Rebounding and playing that power
rebounding
forward.
and
Literally
pushing
playing that.
transition.
Point
literally.
forward.
Yeah,
That point
Julius
forward.
does not push the ball, so
he don't.
stop that.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't. He
He's
walks
saying
the
he's
ball
saying
short.
he's replacing. He said it's a different skill set from Julius.
Yeah, and it
He
works.
replacing that
It
skill
works for
set.
Jalen because he don't have to bring the ball up the court all the time. And
Well,
he
look.
can get easy buckets.
Yeah, he could just go out, sit in that corner.
Yeah, it works.
Which
It
is
works.
why I was saying this might work to their advantage.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. But yeah, Josh
Just
Hart
talking about
stepping
the
up.
76ers. Joel Embiid is going crazy. Did he even miss games? Because I can't tell.
Since he come back?
Like,
No,
I see what you're saying. I see what you was doing.
I
That's funny.
can't. I can't tell.
That's funny.
Anybody want to rattle off his stats real quick? Yesterday.
Well, I'll
ahead.
tell you about the last game. He was 9 for 13.
Mhm.
Shot 69%. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
Free throw. He took 13 free throws, made 10. Shot
Mhm.
76 from the free throw line.
How many
12
points?
rebounds.
How many points?
30.
I'm getting to that. He had 30.
How many minutes?
8 turnovers, but I don't care.
Bro. Hey, how many minutes?
23 minutes.
Jeez.
33. Yeah. Why is it not showing up here?
That's not
Here it is,
crazy.
yeah. Oh, and he was plus 15 while he was on the court.
That's not crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Joel Embiid
absolutely.
is really him. When he's on the court, he is a top 2 NBA player in the NBA. A top 2 player in the NBA when he's playing basketball. At least.
Yeah.
I will put him. I don't know 2 players I could say is there 2 players in the NBA that you guys will say is better than Joel Embiid?
2 players?
That you'll be like, I'd rather these 2 players to start my team or whatever the case may be. And let's say Yeah, to start my team or whatever the case may be.
With Joel at his
Yeah.
best, I don't think so.
Henny said, yeah.
Yeah. Greek and Joker. But you could always change. I mean, you could always change. But health always will.
I mean,
You know.
Giannis has been injury prone the last couple of years as well. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but play more games.
he has a championship. But I
Yeah.
can't put Giannis over Joel Embiid. If it's the 76ers versus the Bucks in the playoffs, I think 76ers got the best player on the court. I think it's close. I don't think it's like, oh my God, like.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
make it sound like it's being disrespectful, but I think they got the best player on the court.
I feel like I think Joker obviously is number one. There's
Yeah.
nothing that he
I
hasn't
agree.
dropped off. He hasn't dropped off.
He's
Set,
one.
but then Joel just has his days. He's the best player, and I could say that about Greek too. Yeah, he has his days where he's like, damn, 37, 15, and 12. Like, come on, what we doing?
Greek is having a career season right now, right?
Mhm.
But Joel don't have off nights. He don't.
Yeah.
He's literally consistent, and it's crazy. He's going to get to the line. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Right? So you could just be like, all right, your 2 centers, that's 12 fouls.
Yeah.
That's that's how they used to guard Shaq back in the day. Right? And that's the difference between him and Joker. Joker is going to get that in assists.
Yeah.
He's going to get that at the line and get the big man out the game. The best big is going to start out guarding Joel Embiid. That guy is
you don't have a choice. Exactly.
No
you don't have a choice.
And he's not going to be able to guard him when Joel Embiid go to the bench and come back. That person who's going to be guarding him is not going to be the best player, because the person that should be guarding him is going to be on the bench with 2 fouls, 3 fouls,
look,
maybe.
That's why they should fear the Heat, because Bam he's not a traditional center. He's agile, more quick. He can keep up with Joel.
I don't think so.
Well, better than not. I mean, I ain't say he gonna stop him. I'm just saying he's gonna keep up with him.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah. Slow him down a tad bit.
Yeah, a tad bit. But what's a tad bit? 36?
Yeah.
Instead of 40?
26.
I mean, nah,
26,
I think it's still good. I think it's still good. At least 30. I think it's still
He
good.
gonna get 30. Joel Embiid is a beast, and I mean that in the most positive way possible.
This is going to be one special ride into the playoffs this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before I always gotta look ahead. You know what I mean? I always look ahead. I got foresight, I feel like. Donovan Mitchell gonna be on the move this summer, possibly. Dan Gilbert, like, yeah, we're gonna resign him.
Of course.
And Donovan Mitchell's like, yeah, it's too early to talk about that.
Talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Let's see what happens in these offs first.
And he's hurt right now. They're looking like a first round exit. They're looking like a gentleman's sweep because he's just hurt, and you know what I mean. And you see a lot of people saying in the Cavs community that he could be holding Darius Garland back from being who Darius Garland is.
Right.
Darius Garland was an all-star before he got there.
You know
what I mean, context, he's had injuries, so he wasn't able to compete to be an all-star again. But
right.
Darius Garland had them in the playoffs before they ran into some injuries and then fell out the playoffs. Ended up in the play-in against Brooklyn a couple years back and ended up losing. And it's really because they fell into injuries. But what should the Cleveland Cavaliers do this summer? Or what should Donovan Mitchell do?
Here's the thing. I think the Cavaliers better pray that he'll do a sign and trade, because he can walk for free. That's the only way that they'll get something for him and have something else for for Darius Garland. Darius Garland needs a co-star, preferably a 3-and-D type of guard, But if they can't get a sign and trade for Donovan Mitchell to help him get to where he wants to, they're they're going to be in the play-in next year for sure. For sure, trying to
So,
fill that slot.
so being that you said that, it just made me think of something. So what if it was a sign and trade for Paul George? Because then they say that he wanted to come over he might be coming to the Eastern Conference.
Oh, you know
I
what?
mean, Paul George will be a free agent as well, so he would have to do a sign and trade as well.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So here's the thing. So Donovan Mitchell, he has his player. He's extension eligible this summer, and then next summer he has a play option. But essentially, he's going to be on expiring technically this year. Obviously, he's going to opt out because he's trying to get paid, and technically anybody could kind of pay him what these people are paying him.
But why would he want to go to the Clippers?
It's LA, baby. What you talking about?
Yeah, but
Kawhi, James Harden.
He's
Kawhi,
a New York.
James
He's a New York. He's a New York guy. He wants to be in New York.
Okay.
That's the problem. So why would he want to go to LA? Is the question. When he could just go to.
Because he could be their point guard.
When he wants to go to Brooklyn.
You want to play with James Harden?
No. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He would want to go to. He wants to be in New York. I think he really wants to be in New York.
I don't think he'll go to the Nets though.
I think he wants to be in New York.
You think?
No, I'm not saying he doesn't. I just don't see him wanting to play for the Nets. I just don't.
I mean, restructuring. You could get people to come to say, you talk, behind the cameras. Hey, you trying to go to Brooklyn with me? Yeah, why not? Let's see. I'm gonna do the sign and trade.
We seen that happen once.
Yeah, Brooklyn is done, bro.
Okay.
I mean, I would try to get. If I was them, I'll try to get Devin Booker.
Booker's not leaving.
I don't think Booker want to leave Phoenix to go to Cleveland.
You gotta understand the control is in Donovan Mitchell's hand. You talking about try to go get Booker?
Donovan
Why
Mitchell
would they?
go?
I'm telling.
Miami.
If he wants to go to Brooklyn.
Booker's the same
Maybe
style
Miami?
as Donovan Mitchell.
Miami.
Ooh.
Did Terry sign an extension? But he could come off the bench.
I don't know. They got Hero there too, so they can make something shake.
One of them gotta go.
They can make something shake.
See you, Terry.
Nah, I see you, Hero, because Hero's always hurt.
Yeah, he's expendable right now. He's never played. He played like half the year.
He's always hurt.
It depends on what who shows up in the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs will give you.
Terry's been cooking lately.
Yeah, he's been on
Terry's
fire.
been cooking lately. So if he takes that into the playoffs, I could see them, keeping him, and then maybe explore options for Hero. I think that's it. So speaking of not to go backwards, but speaking of that, is there since Hero's always injured and he should be traded, is there an option to trade Julius because he's been injured the last three? Is it three playoffs?
You trying to trade Julius for Donovan Mitchell?
Oh, I've been trying to. No, not for Donovan Mitchell. I just been trying to trade Julius.
For who?
I've been trying to Mikal. Move OG to the 4. Move OG to the 4. DiVincenzo off the bench.
Mikal Bridges is getting exposed.
I don't think he's getting exposed. I just think
he can't be the best player on the court.
He just can't be the best player. He can't be the best player on the court. Yeah. When you don't know how to prepare for it, any NBA player could go off. Look at Mikal Flynn. He had 50. Malachi Flynn, my fault. He had 50. But when you prepare for a player, now you're getting exposed. Now you go back to your role and go back averaging 20.
Yeah, but you're trading a all NBA player for a role player.
3D.
No, I'm trading him for Iron Man.
He's a role player though.
Training. So is Josh Hart.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Julius.
So
for
is
Josh Hart.
OG. So is
Right,
OG.
you wouldn't trade Julius or OG.
I
Would you
would
trade?
if
Would you trade? Would you trade your best player on your team for a role player? Come on, that wouldn't make sense.
he's our second best. So
Second best. Now he's the second best. At the time,
I was still saying trade him. This is not brand new. I was
yeah,
still
but
saying
trade
trade
him
him.
for what? You just don't want him on the team. What's
Nah,
what's the
Mikel can get you 20 as a role player. He can get you 20. He can create. I'm just saying maybe that 25 points should come from a different angle, maybe from the wing instead of from the post. That's all. Something to look at. A different angle. And he's an Iron Man. I'm not saying it is freak accidents. It is freak accidents, but
He will
statistically,
play. Yeah,
Mikel will
play.
play.
he will
That's
play.
all.
He hasn't missed a game all his whole career.
Whole career. That's crazy. Crazy.
Man, Nets are never gonna do a deal with the Knicks. It's been 50 years since that happened. It's been 50 years.
No worries. It's a player league. They don't got no say. They'll lose them for
50
everything.
years since that happened.
They don't got no say.
All right, let's go west, man. Is it time to fear the Mavs? Fear the Mavs. Fear the Mavs. It's time to fear the Mavs.
I mean, with that, the way they've been playing, man, it seems like they're clicking. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're 13-2 in their last 15 games. They've slid out of the play-in and are now in the fifth spot in the Western Conference. Kyrie and Luka. So Luka Doncic is the NBA's leading first half scorer. Kyrie Irving is the leader for the second half.
True.
Of all scorers.
True.
So that 1-2 punch right there have figured it out. They have figured out their defense.
PJ Washington
bigs,
playing amazing.
Gafford, PJ Washington, and Lively. Adding Gafford was huge on the defensive end, having that rim protector now and an efficient scorer around the rim.
Right.
Derek Jones Jr., his length on the wing on defense now inserted into the starting lineup, and that was the Mavs' issue. They were trying to figure out the defensive end.
Right.
That was why they couldn't win games, and now they've made those trades and got the personnel and figured out who can go where to be able to give them a chance on the defensive end, and they've looked really good. And they have the depth too with the bigs. You got Gafford, PJ Washington, and Lively, the Rook. He's playing well too. The chemistry is there. So, the Mavericks are looking really scary going into the playoffs. And then you have the top of the lead of the pack, Luka Doncic, who is virtually unstoppable on offense.
I mean, the only person that you probably could put on him probably is the Claw. And
funny you say that, because if the playoffs start today, they will be playing the Clippers.
Exactly. So who do you think win that matchup, Henny?
I don't like how the Clippers been playing lately. They've been blaming each other in the media. Paul George. They asked Paul George, "Hey, how do you get James Harden out of his slump?" I don't know. Ask the coach. Ty Lue's been calling them soft. By the way, Harden had a triple double after that comment the next game.
Well, there you go. And they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just I gotta give it to. I don't think, even with Kawhi, I just don't think they have enough people to stop
Luka.
The first half leader scored and the second half leader scored. Come on. Who has
Mavs
that?
in 6?
Yeah, I got Mavs. I think Mavs are torch them. They just and even if they can't put up those numbers that those two can.
What
They
you
just
mean? They
can't.
got James Harden. They got PG. The young people GOAT.
Yeah.
Gen Z GOAT.
Oh, but it was a 10-point triple double when he had so
James Harden is tough.
yeah. So I forgot to mention that part.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna go with the Mavs too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say though, going back to one of the players we were just talking about in the previous segment, I was saying if Dallas doesn't go that deep in the playoffs this year, I think they should try to look at trying to get Mikal Bridges. I think I was having this conversation with you guys off camera. I think he's another guy that will be perfect for them too as well. He is a 3-and-D, brings defense, and he's also a real threat on offense. He can also create his own shot.
Excellent. I agree.
So I just feel like they're the style of play I feel like fits Mikal Bridges perfectly.
Right.
So he's another player I think the Mavs should look at this offseason if they don't make a deep run.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that. They just
Yeah,
the
I
Nets
agree.
turned down four draft picks and Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
So I wonder what the Mavs could give them. I'm sure they try to get them. I'm sure they try to get him when they ask for Kyrie.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure.
Hey,
they
he's
will.
gonna throw in Mikal.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know if he. I
No,
think he was there.
Mikal wasn't there yet.
No, he
No,
wasn't
Mikal
there.
wasn't there.
No, he wasn't there. He
Yeah.
wasn't there. Yeah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. All right, the team right behind the Mavs, Phoenix Suns. You trust them to secure a playoff spot? They're 7-3 in their last 10. Winners of the last 3. They beat some good teams. They beat Denver, but being Denver didn't have Jamal Murray. They also beat the Timberwolves by 10. Held them to 87 under the 90 points, 87 points. They also beat the Pelicans. Those are teams that we thought that they would lose to. So
I didn't. I stated that they have been great against
good teams. You
over
did say that.
Over 500.
You did say that.
I said, hey, let's slow down a little bit.
They played them. They play the Pelicans again today, and the Pelicans lost to them on the 1st of April. They play today, and they're gonna play the Clippers on Tuesday. And they play the Pelicans today. They got a back-to-back with the Clippers on Tuesday and Wednesday. They play the Kings, and they finish the season playing the Timberwolves. Timberwolves is already locked up their top 3 seed. So they up there. Can't hear you, Chris.
Oh, sorry. I think for Phoenix to be really good, I just think Booker and KD have to be great together.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot of times where it's like they take turns.
Yeah.
Right. Durant has his games too where Durant does his thing. He'll get his 25 when Booker's just, outshining everybody.
Right.
But I feel like they have to be great together. Like it has to be they're both clicking on all cylinders together. Can't be just one is going off and we're just sitting back watching. This is playoff basketball. It's going to be a different intensity. It's going to be more physical. You need both of those guys to be at the top level of their games. The top level. And Bill has to be that third string too. He can't be off either.
Right.
He has to at least give that 17 to 23 points with those guys going for their 28 to 30.
But I mean, Bill be. Let me look at Bill's last couple of games.
He's very inconsistent,
and that's the problem. That is the problem with Bill. He's so inconsistent, and it's like you getting paid too much money to be inconsistent.
Yeah,
like he's gonna be the new Tobias Harris. Like, bro, you getting paid $40 million to do nothing, to give me role player minutes. I mean, role player production. It's supposed to be a big 3, bro. You're a part of the 3. Somebody needs to tell him. 7 points, bro. They played the Cavs. My man's has 7 points, 7 assists, six
Yeah, that's
six
gross.
rebounds in 32 minutes, bro.
With this team is too. They're like weird because when you lack the role players, your best players gotta make up for it. Like Booker, he has to be the one because they don't have a point guard playmaker. KD, he has to be a power forward because they don't have a real power forward. So he has to
Right,
defend, he has to rebound. You
right,
know,
Right.
their roles end up being role players because they don't have those guys.
right,
Right.
And you can't, like you always said, HB, you can't make a team like this. You can't rely on vet minimums to build a team like this.
right.
And it might get exposed in the
Playoffs.
playoffs. How they lose. If they lose because of boards, if they lose because of lack of playmaking, because their guys are not scoring because they have to do other things on the court, it's going to get exposed that this is
Right
not
now,
it.
if the playoffs was to start, they will play the Thunder. SGA,
wow.
SGA has played one game in the past week. Henny can tell you that the best.
Yeah, I can tell you, man. Oh my god,
Right. So,
my first pick doesn't show up.
so,
Suns.
but let's just say SGA is healthy for the playoffs. You got Thunder or the Suns? Chris, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Suns just because of the experience
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and them knowing what it takes to win a playoff series.
Yeah.
Thunder are still young,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like those veteran guys will just outsmart them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I think the Thunder are the first youngest team or second youngest team.
Yeah. No, they're
Really?
the youngest.
No,
team.
they got to be the
They-
first. Yeah, they got to be the first.
Yeah. So
I think
being,
their average age is younger than a college average starting five.
Yeah.
yeah.
Henny,
so,
who you
I
got?
think it was UConn. I got Phoenix. They're just KD and Booker been there. They know what it takes.
Mm.
And KD will have a battery in his back because
Yeah.
he'll be
Against
going
the
back to
Thunder.
OKC.
Mm.
Yeah.
The booze at home.
Yo,
yeah.
yo, KD's
Yeah,
gonna
forget
be.
about it.
Yo, KD is gonna be on one going back to OKC.
Mhm.
Yeah, I gave this guy
Right.
my number 35. I am the Slim
Mhm.
Reaper.
Who gave his number?
You know who I am.
You know who
You know who I am.
Chet has his number.
Oh, wow.
They trying to Jokic him like they did to Melo when they did
Melo?
to Melo. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
you don't know about what?
I don't know.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to erase his legacy.
Okay.
Why would you give him 35?
No, he has 7.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Who has
I was like,
35?
You making up.
Who has 35? Who has 35?
I was like, no way.
Who has 35?
Check it now. I don't think they would do that. Nah, nobody has to. PJ Dozier.
Okay. Okay. Somebody got 35.
That's a future MVP. Chill
Heard
out.
you. I stand corrected. It's not Chet number, but I know a player on that team got his number, and that's disrespectful.
I knew who it was. I just didn't want to say it.
That's
He's not on
disrespectful.
the Thunder anymore though.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I stand even more corrected. So here goes the funny thing about
I'm
it.
weak.
I got the Thunder. I got Thunder. I got SGA, the MVP, until he just stopped playing. So I got the Thunder for sure.
Here's context, folks. He wants the quickest way for Booker to end up on the New York Knicks, and it's always going to come down to that. Whenever we talk about the Suns and Booker is involved, Booker is going to be on the Knicks. That's just the conclusion of the conversation. We're just going to save you 5-10 minute dialogue. That's it.
So what? So what? You thought I was gonna deny it? You thought I was gonna deny it? You thought I was gonna act like that wasn't true? So what? It could be true. It don't matter. Don't matter because we moving on to the next topic. Western Conference playing, setting up to be a doozy. It's a lot happening down there. That's feeling like the gonna be the highlight of April.
Absolutely.
That
Yo.
play-in.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
I want to tell you what stands out to me the most
Mm-hmm.
with this.
I don't wanna
Western
hear it.
Conference plan. You actually do want to hear it.
Mm.
Mm,
LeBron James is a game and a half away from being in the playoffs,
When you say the playoffs, what do you mean by that?
securing a 6-seed playoff spot where he will not be in the play-in.
Wow,
mm.
that would be
Right?
amazing for
And-
his legacy.
And then let's go back to the Lakers schedule, right?
Right? What's the
Ooh.
Lakers schedule?
Who are the Lakers playing?
Oh my God, the Lakers are
They
9-1 in
play-
their last 10, and they on a 4-game winning streak. But keep going, Chris.
They play us because I know DC's in there.
So
I think DC. I know DC
they have
is in
three. They have 3 tough games. 3 tough games. 1 game they should win easily, right? So we don't know how this is gonna go. I thought their schedule was a little easier to end it off.
Mhm.
They already played DC. They played those easy games.
Oh
they
yeah,
played,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They played Brooklyn, Toronto, and then Washington. They had that 3 stretch, and then they just beat Cleveland,
Right.
right? So these are their last 4
games. Timberwolves, Warriors, Grizzlies,
and New Orleans.
and New Orleans Pelicans. What they go, Henny? What they go 0-4, 1-4, 2-4, 3-4. I mean 3-1. What's their
Urgency rules the world. They go 4-0.
4-0? They go 4-0. They top 6 seed.
Yep, definitely. They go 4-0.
What you thinking, Chris? How they gonna end the season out?
Urgency, man.
I think 4-0 too as well because their 2 most difficult games are in LA. See, I would have been on the fence if one of those games, like if they were playing Golden State in Golden State,
Yeah.
I would have gave it to Golden State. If they were playing Minnesota in Minnesota,
Yeah.
I would have thought about it. But playing those games in LA, the again with the urgency that they have and they're playing with, being 9-1 means like something's working for them right now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I see them going 4-0. I see them going 4-0 as well, and I could see them sliding into that 6th spot for sure.
I got them 3-1 losing to the Warriors, and possibly still sliding in that 6th spot. Possibly still sliding in that 6th spot. The thing about it is that the Pelicans have just been losing.
Yeah, that
They lost 4 in a row.
Seems like it's been affecting them.
Yeah, losing BR. I mean, that's their best player. They play the Suns, they play the Trailblazers, they play the Kings, they play the Warriors, and they play the Lakers.
They could go 3-1.
That's 5 games.
Oh, they got 5. They have 5 games. They go 1-4.
They could. They can really just beat the Trailblazers.
The
They could fall out
Trailblazers.
and end up in the play-in. I mean, they're in the play-in right now. They're 7th seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see them going 1-4 in those next 5 games.
Y'all also got what y'all wanted too, because you HB more so, because Curry is not.
You
playing
mean
LeBron
Adam
no more.
Silver?
Oh, my fault. Anyway, HB Curry, and I don't know how you pulled it off.
I
I don't know how Curry and LeBron is not playing each other, and they could end up seeing each other in the finals. I mean, conference
Finals, Western Conference Finals. I just wanted them both to be in the playoffs because I feel like both teams, no matter who they playing, could knock off in the first round. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They play the Nuggets. If the Warriors play the Nuggets in the first round, the Warriors can beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series.
Stop.
Yes, they can.
Stop.
Yes,
No,
they can.
Stop.
Yes,
Stop.
they can.
Stop.
Yes, they
Stop.
can. Yes,
How?
they can.
When oh my God.
Yes, they can.
Oh my God.
The last time,
Stop.
bro.
They have nobody starting over 6'8". Stop.
It doesn't
Just
matter.
stop.
It doesn't matter.
Just
I'm
stop.
sorry, I can't.
Eric Gordon is 6'8". Stop
Bro,
it.
they can. I'm not saying they
Michael
will
Porter
win.
Jr. is 6'8". Stop
Bro,
it.
they can pull off. If it's anybody that can pull off an upset, it can be Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr, Klay Thompson, Chris Paul. It can be them. If anybody. If it's
if this
anybody
was
on the lower
if
end,
this was
it could be them.
2014, yes.
They're the one
2014,
team.
yes.
They're the one team that if
Stop
they
it.
play the Nuggets in the first round, I feel like they have a fighter's puncher's chance to beat the Nuggets. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Steph Curry can just. It's Stephen Curry.
Wait, yo, the way
What are we saying?
their center would be Draymond. No,
It doesn't matter.
No rim protection.
You have to
The way that they
understand.
cut.
I
and that
understand
the
what
rim
you're
is gonna be
saying.
wide open. Stop it.
I
I
understand.
just think that
Stop it.
I
I
just think
understand.
that everybody else is not going to help Stephen Curry the way they should.
Do y'all
I
not
cannot
remember
count on-
the Believe Warriors? We Believe Warriors? Do y'all not
Yeah.
remember that? Do
I
y'all
do,
remember
yeah.
how that happened? I'm telling you guys, it's possible. I'm not saying that, oh my gosh, the Warriors are gonna beat the Nuggets in the
Obviously,
first
it's
round.
possible
I'm not
because-
saying that.
'cause
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's not
Obviously, possible because they have to play the game, but it in nowhere they don't even think they could beat Denver.
That's not true.
They trying to win.
That's not true.
They don't believe they could beat Denver.
Because they're not gonna double
Come on.
Joker. They're not going to double Joker.
Okay.
They're not.
They're not. Right? And if you don't double Joker, he's a scorer.
Draymond is gonna play him straight up.
He's a scorer. You need Joker to be a scorer. The moment Joker start throwing the ball over here, it's over. It's over. It's over. The moment you bring
That's why
help, you're dead.
They set great off-ball screens.
That's great. That's awesome. The Warriors switch. It's true. I'm telling you. It's like a match made in heaven for and if the Nuggets is out of here in the first round, anything can happen.
I'm done with this show. This is my last day. I'm starting my own show.
Yo, what?
Start my own show.
I didn't start this to even go on a Steph Curry rant to say if he gets 5 rings, then what happens to LeBron's legacy. I wasn't even gonna go there. But
Nothing.
if the Nuggets is out of here, LeBron can get 5 rings too. It's possible. And the only team that can possibly beat the Nuggets in a first round matchup is the Warriors. It's not the Kings. It's not the Rockets. It's not the Pelicans. It's not the Suns. It's not the Lakers.
I think it would be the Suns.
No,
Suns,
absolutely
you
not.
just last year they were when the year that they won, they were the only team to beat them, I believe.
I understand that.
Because all you gotta do is score that amount of points.
I understand
The
that.
Warriors have not been able to score that amount of points because only one person is scoring.
I feel you.
They need Clay and Wiggins to play at that level, and the Suns are the only team that can play at that level to even win a game.
I understand what you're saying, but they had Bruce Brown last time. They don't have Bruce Brown now. Their depth is good, but it's not as great as it was last year.
And they still ended up at the 1 seed.
Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns got hurt. It's context. Karl Anthony Towns got hurt, right? There's Timberwolves is the 2nd seed, right? Thunder have lost their MVP. They're a young team. They've lost their MVP the last 8 games. He's played 1 game, right? So they're still top 3. So imagine if they had their players. The Nuggets have no injuries. They're good.
No, Jamal Murray's been out for a while.
Jamal Murray.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Jamal Murray don't play like Jamal Murray in the playoffs, bro. It's possible.
Oh no, he's consistent. I'm not worried about him.
But if he's been missing games, I'm saying that they're not.
But he also could be missing games down this stretch because they're trying to preserve him.
Nah, Jamal Murray. Did Jamal Murray play?
He really wanted.
Jamal Murray play. He's playing. He played yesterday.
Look how many games he missed.
What was the stat line?
He missed like 5 games before that.
Yeah, he's been out for a minute. And how much he had?
He had 16, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds in 21 minutes. Tough.
Consistency. That man is consistent.
Tough.
Yeah, before he hasn't played since March 21st. Yeah, he hasn't played since March 21st.
I'm just saying it's possible. If anybody could do it.
He came back and they won by 32.
If
He missed the
anybody
last
could do
7.
it.
He missed the last 7 games.
If anybody could do it, it's the Warriors. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, they don't have it. They just don't have
They
it.
they don't have enough.
They just don't
I,
have it.
I agree with Henny. They
Alright,
just don't
listen.
have enough.
I hear y'all.
It's
And I
not
can't-
Curry.
I can't
everyone
wait.
else.
Yeah, it's not Curry. It's everything
It's
else.
everyone else.
Everybody else.
I hear y'all.
Mhm.
I hear y'all. But you said, Henny, if it's anybody, it'll be the Suns. I think it's the Warriors. I think they got the
Yeah.
best player out of those two teams. And they got the best all-time
also-
player, too.
I also think Phoenix beat.
Yeah, but look, Phoenix
Denver
also
twice this
has the
year.
next second, third, and fourth best player.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Stop it. Yes, they
Second, yes. Not third. No, they don't.
do. KD and Booker is not second and third.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I matched up. It's okay. It's okay.
They won the
my bad.
matchup with Denver. Phoenix won the matchup with Denver this year too. 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What about the Warriors?
500 teams.
You know what? It doesn't really matter because the Warriors hasn't had their full team yet. So it really don't matter.
Oh, yes, they have. They have been playing with their full team. They just suck.
They have been now. They've been winning. What are you saying?
Nah,
So
they suck.
they beat the Warriors 3-1 this year. The Warriors only beat them once.
When was the last time they played? Yeah, that's telling.
They played in February.
All right, cool, perfect. It's possible.
No, the Warriors beat them in February.
Boom. We believe Warriors.
Who was they missing? Well, you can't really look at who played.
I might be able to. Hold on.
Just start
Top score
5.
was. Let me see.
It's a
Hold on.
doozy.
Hold on.
It's
Just
gonna
start
be
5
a
will do.
doozy.
Yeah, it's not showing me.
I got the Suns in the play-in. I think it's gonna be the Suns, the Pelicans, the Kings, and Warriors.
Mm.
But if it's Lakers and the Warriors 7 and 8, they can low key beat their first round matchup. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's all
found
I'm
it.
saying.
Everyone played for both teams when the Warriors
This is
won.
what I'm saying. Steve Kerr hasn't lost much in the playoffs. Like twice in the Western Conference. Like once.
They won by 1, and it was in Golden State.
They don't even have, Kakashi said they said they don't have Kuminga right now, and they still winning.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's possible.
I don't know if I said that right. Kasaki.
Kasaki.
Yeah. They still winning. That is.
They still winning. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. You gotta look at who they played. That game against the Rockets, they wanted to make a statement. Rockets wasn't ready for that. Rockets wasn't ready for that.
Warriors.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't even
That
know
was-
why they even did that. I don't even know why they even let Tyrese what's his name?
Sorry,
Eason?
Eason. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing. I'm thinking that he's playing. He's not even playing. He's sitting there with a shirt and letting his team go out there. He's starting the fire and walking away. He's crazy.
He said, "I'm gonna let y'all handle this. This wasn't me."
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Just gonna ignore Kaido because I've watched him.
Eyes on Podium
phone just
podcast.
now.
Eyes
I
on
just
Podium
watched him
podcast. You
live,
gotta relax.
live.
You have to
Look at his
relax.
phone.
You got to
Look at
relax.
his phone.
This
And
guy is
write that
crazy.
nonsense. He just wanted somebody to agree with him, and he agreed with him. This guy's crazy, yo.
Too bad
Eyes
no
on
one knows.
Podium podcast.
All right. Yeah. Eyes on Podium podcast. You know what I'm
Guys
saying?
are
It's been a great Sunday. Sunday vibes.
Yeah,
J.
get me outta
Cole
here.
or Kendrick. Who's the best rapper? Who's a better rapper? Henny. Who you got? 7-minute drill or like that? All right. He said Future. Oh my god. Eyes on Podium podcast. We out of here.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go charm a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it Kyrie when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed. Catch me out in traffic, keep it Kyrie when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on